When I first saw the title of this debate, I'll be honest with the House, I wasn't quite sure what to focus on and where to start, and everyone here has brought up different issues. Do we start with addictive algorithms, underage children being able to access pornographic content, non-consensual image editing, financial scams, medical misinformation, and my honourable friend from Bath pointed out harassment of people being filmed without the consent out in the street. This is an absolute Wild West, and we haven't even moved on to electoral interference from foreign powers. Part of this Wild West is AI chatbots, which I've spoken about on several occasions in this House. This is when it surprised me to learn that a third of adults have relied on an AI chatbot for mental health advice or support, or for advice on a life choice. And it is also concerning that 1 in 4 teenagers have done the same thing. This isn't helped by over 1 million people being on NHS waiting lists, waiting for mental health treatment and looking for other options. But the concern is, although these could potentially be useful if designed in the right way, at the moment they are unregulated, the medical advice they're giving is unsafe, and it can be dangerous. So we know that some people of eating disorders are getting advice on low-calorie diets and how to access weight loss drugs that are completely inappropriate for them. My honourable friend for St Neots spoke about children using chatbots to be able to get around the safeguards for online gambling companies. This is hugely, hugely dangerous. And then we come back to the general social media that people have been speaking about. When I'm speaking to people in Winchester, we know that parents want action on social media, teachers want action on social media, and even many of the young people I speak to, especially teenagers, say they think social media is dangerous and damaging, and many of them actually want us to take action on it as well. So, Madam Deputy Speaker, the Liberal Democrats have been working really hard for the last few months on a position on this. My honourable friend for Harpenden and Berkhamsted and my honourable friend for Twickenham as well have spent months engaging with experts, charities and other organisations to come up with robust, evidence-based positions that would help us tackle this issue. Now, what we're proposing is to look at the platforms have addictive algorithms that allow children to make contact with strangers or strangers to make contact with them, to show inappropriate content, is to have an age rating like we see with films and video games. Because instead of banning specific platforms, that means other ones pop up and you end up in a sort of regulatory whack-a-mole where you can't keep on top of it all. If you have a principle-based approach, that is based on the harm that can be caused, it can be applied to current and future platforms. Now, to be clear, the proposals the Liberal Democrats have come up with, if applied today, would effectively result in a social media ban, because current social media platforms would not be suitable for children under 16 years old. But there's nothing to stop technology companies creating online spaces that do not have dangerous addictive algorithms, that do not have inappropriate contact, who do not allow strangers to contact their children, so that they could be useful spaces that children could connect and actually help with their homework. And one reason that we don't support the Conservatives' headline-grabbing ban on a complete ban on social media is because it would remove the ability for children to use Wikipedia to do homework. It would mean that children under 16 would not be allowed to use WhatsApp and they'd be kicked out of the family WhatsApp group. We know how many families rely on a WhatsApp group to run their lives. And we need clever, intelligent, proactive regulation that is fit for purpose, not just chasing headlines